That's the funny thing about city folk. They spend a lot of money on expensive swimming pools. In the outback, you've got beautiful places to swim, and it doesn't cost you a cent. Oh. 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 Oh.
But it's not all National Park up this way. You'll still find genuine old cattle stations full of genuine Aussie characters.
One bloke that's been a part of the Red Centre for 6 generations is an old mate of mine by the name of Bill Hayes. Let's go meet him now. G'day, Bill.
G'day, Ross. How you going, old mate?
Good to see you again.
Yeah, haven't seen you for ages.
You travelling well?
Oh, not too bad.
Doing a bit of work?
Yeah, I don't ride these anymore. I ride a four-wheeler these days, but easy on the old knees.
So you've swapped horses for horsepower.
That's right. Yeah.
It was good catching up with Bill, but all too soon it was time for me to swap horses for horsepower. It was a long, tough drive, but eventually I hit the bright lights of Alice. With a population of 15,000 and weather to match, Alice Springs provides an ideal place to stop, refuel and recharge the batteries. I came by car, but 100 years ago the most common form of transport to the Red Centre was the steel highway, the train. That's right, the mighty Gun.
Someone who knows more about the old Gun than anyone I know is an old mate of mine by the name of Steve Leach. Let's see if he's in. G'day, Steve.
Hey, Russell.
Steve's had a lifelong love of trains all his life, and it was great catching up and swapping a few yarns. And of course, sharing a few laughs. Then, as the sun went down, it was time for the elbow to go up on the bar of the pub. Alice Springs is not short of watering holes, and I sure could do with a cold beer.
G'day, how you going?
Thanks.
I just got in from up the road. Couldn't get a good cold beer, could I?
Would be?
Yeah, that'd be lovely. Thanks very much.
It had been a long, dusty drive, and I sure had a long, dusty throat.
Can we just get an opener for that, please?
Tell you what, I could have spent all night at the pub. With that big muster due to start in 2 days, it was going to have to be an early start. It just so happened that Josie, who works at the pub in Alice, needed a lift north. I was happy to oblige. After so many days alone behind the wheel, it was good to have someone to chat to. I'd now left the Simpson and was heading into the Tanami Desert, which takes its name from the Aboriginal word Tanami. And looking out across the vast plains, it's not hard to see why. It really is special country up this way, and I couldn't resist the opportunity of showing Josie a few of the sights. There's plenty of gorges to be found which make great swimming holes, especially if there's water. These places attract plenty of bird life, and I'm talking the feathered variety.
The amazing thing about this billabong is when it dries up, the fish's eggs that live
This billabong actually never dries up.
in a very dry season, it may well and does actually dry up. And the fish's eggs that live in here go dormant into the rock and into the mud, and then when the water comes back, so do the fish. So you'll always find fish in a billabong, just like this one.
It certainly is a beautiful part of the world, and I enjoyed explaining to Josie some of the many fascinating facts pertaining to this fascinating
It's
area.
very, very rare.
I want you to be like, don't sort of, if you want to say something, just wait till
No,
the
I
camera's...
understand, and I'm really sorry.
Yeah,
but
no, okay,
I
just wait till the camera's...
but it doesn't dry up.
Of course, you just can't go poking around the scrub without a decent map or some idea of where you are. Lucky thing for Josie, I've had years of experience in the outback and know a trick or two for keeping out of trouble.
Okay, here's a bit of a tip. If you're ever in the outback and you want to find out where north is, you take your watch, you aim the 12 at the sun, and halfway between the 12 and the hour hand is due north.
It was great sharing a bit of outback fun with Josie, but all too soon she had to go. Somewhere. Aussie Adventures, pack up your swag, let's go. All Aussie Adventures. All Aussie Adventures.